I'm a scholarships winning student, currently living in the capital city of Turkey, Ankara. Also, I'm studying in the Ankara Hacı Bayram Veli University Arts and Design Faculty for Fashion Design. Firstly, I really want to thank everyone for making time to be with us today. It really motivates us a lot to see all the interest from everyone. Today, we will be talking about what Türkiye Scholarships stands for and what it is about. And we will make a Q&A sessions for everyone who wants to ask questions. This event will be held in English, but for those who don't understand and speak English, there are future Q&A sessions that are going to be held in Spanish, Arabic, French, or Russian. So make sure you follow our next Q&A sessions and also follow the social medias of Türkiye Scholarship to be informed for all the things about Türkiye Scholarship, because there are every day new contents posted and every week there are new videos posted, so you can also see the experiences of the other students too that are living here in Turkey. So today we will talk firstly about what Türkiye Scholarship is. So what is Türkiye Scholarship? Türkiye Scholarship is an official higher education scholarship program of the Republic of Turkey. It's fully funded by the government of Turkey and it's launched in 2012. It's the best opportunity for students to study at the most prestigious universities in Turkey with scholarship. The main perspective of Türkiye Scholarship is offering successful and qualified international students the opportunity to study at the most prestigious universities in Turkey. Now we will talk about Türkiye Scholarship in numbers. So firstly, there are over 50,000 Türkiye Scholarship students from 145 countries. And approximately 5,000 scholarships are granted each academic year for international students. When it comes to interviews, the interviews are held in nearly 100 countries, and more than 150,000 graduates from 165 countries. For 2022, there were 165 applicants from 171 countries. So based on these high numbers, we do understand that this scholarship program is very competitive. So my first step for you guys would be to really bring your best self in your application to be outstanding. Now we will move on the scholarship programs and level of studies. Firstly, this program includes the full-time scholarship programs and the short-term scholarship program. But our main focus today will be in the full-time scholarship programs, which includes undergraduate scholarships, meaning for bachelor's, and the postgraduate scholarship, meaning for master's and PhD. On the other hand, we have the short-term scholarship programs, where we have success scholarship programs that the students that are currently living in Turkey can apply, that lasts for 1 year. And we have research scholarship program that are up to 1 year. And in the end, we have the Turkish communication program of to learn the Turkish language, and it's for 8 months. Now we'll move on the scholarship scope. So as we know, being a student is hard when it comes to applying on the different website, on different places for the placement or the accommodation or even the universities. But with this scholarship, you don't need to worry about any of those, because this scholarship has it all at one. Firstly, we have the university and program placement So unlike other programs, scholarship programs, that you have to apply in different websites and different places, this scholarship has it all for you. So the other advantage is the monthly stipend, where every month you get a certain amount of money, and you have the tuition fee, where the university is totally free, and accommodation. When we come to accommodation, it's always the hard part as a student who is living abroad. So you don't need to worry about accommodation, because before you even come to Turkey, your accommodation is set up for you. Another advantage that this scholarship has is the round-trip flight ticket. So the first time that you come to Turkey, your flight ticket is free. And the last time, so after graduation, you come back to your home country, your ticket will also be free. Health is always the priority for all of us, for students in general, even for the students who are living abroad or studying abroad. So this program gives you health insurance, where you can be checked by a doctor, you can go to the hospital, and you don't need to worry about any kind of fees. Then we have the one-year Turkish language education. And I want to stop here a little bit to explain the idea of having one-year Turkish language, because for some of you might seem scary or might seem like a waste of time, but believe me, it's completely the opposite. I was also a student who took this one-year Turkish course, and I had the greatest time here, because coming in Turkey or in any country, you're studying abroad is always hard, but you have, by this time you have time to have fun, you have time to absorb the idea that you are living away from your home country, and you can definitely have the greatest time, because you are all the time you are around different people, different cultures, different people that talk different languages. So it's an amazing experience for you and an amazing upgrade for your knowledge. So don't be scared to take this step, to take one-year Turkish language education, because it's honestly the best time that you will have in Turkey. Then coming to study in Turkey is not only about studying. You also are going to take different academics, different professional programs. You will attend different professional programs, where you can be one step closer to the social life here in Turkey, and you can make different friends and have fun. So the amount of money that is given every month, the monthly stipend, in every level of education, it changes. So for undergraduate, it has a different amount of money, and going to the PhD and research. But another important part that I would talk about here is the merit scholarship, where you can get 2 times higher scholarship if the application that you are making is a good fit and you are a great applicant. You will completely move on to the merit scholarship, where you get 2 times higher the monthly stipend. For example, if for undergraduate the monthly stipend given is 1,000 Turkish lira, if you get the merit scholarship, you will get it 2 times higher, meaning for 2,000 Turkish lira, which is such a good opportunity. We come to the how to apply, and which is the most important part, because firstly you need to visit the website of Turkiye Scholarships, and there you need to open an account, and after logging in you need to upload your original documents and also fill up the forms that are about your personal informations or family informations. Then after uploading your original documents, you need to select the university or program. And when it comes to the selection of the university or programs, there are 12 options that you can make for university. And also, I would like to give you some tips about the university and the programs that you can choose, because make sure that you are not only choosing the big cities of Turkey like Istanbul, Izmir, or Ankara, because definitely I will make sure that every city of Turkey offers the same level of education. Then please make sure that you are kind of choosing the choose that you're making are connected with each other, like the fields that you are choosing are connected with each other. Even for the PhD program applicants that have definitely to make the same choice as they had on their previous education. Then after selecting your university and program, you are going to move on to the letter of intent, which is definitely an important part, because in the letter of intent you are going to explain everything about your career or your life. So as we know, the applications are made online, so the experts that are reviewing your application do not see you. So from the letter of intent, they understand a little bit about what you are. So make sure you are bringing your best self and you are explaining in the best way what you are bringing to the table or why you are a good fit to be winning a scholarship like this. And also, I would say that you can be honest with all the information that you are going to include there. Don't try to take templates from websites or anything. Like, just try to explain yourself in the best way possible. After you finish the letter of intent, you are going to make the submission of your application, where the submission of your application will be in the same website, in the same page that you have been through all this application. I need to tell you that the applications are made online, as we know, and also they are completely free. And also there are 8 different languages available, such as Turkish, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, Russian, Bosnian, and Persian. So you can definitely choose the language that you feel more comfortable with. After you submit your application, there are some steps that the experts are going through while reviewing your application. So, starting from preliminary assessment, where the main focus on this stage is the academic performance, the national exam scores and grades, and the required documents. After this stage is done, they will move on to the academic review, where in this stage the main focus will be in the academic interests, consistency of choices, letter of intent, and after this they will make a short list for those students who are going to the interview. And while doing the interview, the person there, the examinators, are going to focus on the career goals, the students' leadership qualities, and also the commitment to return to home country, which is an important part. And the final stage is the final evaluation, where the available places at universities is checked, the comparison of candidates, and candidates overall fill to the scholarship program. And after the stages are all done, the results will be announced for those students who won and for those students who unfortunately didn't get it. And now we'll move on to the eligibility of this scholarship program. The age limits of the undergraduate students is 21. For masters is 30. For PhD is 35, and for research is 45. And the minimum level of academic achievement for undergraduate is 70%, for master's and PhD is 75%, and for medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy is 90%. The reason why the percentage of these fields is this high is because of the competitive programs that these are, and also for Turkish students too. So these fields are very competitive. As we said, this scholarship is very comprehensive and prestigious scholarship. So there are also a lot of services provided to the students that are granted with the scholarship, including the flight arrangement, then going to the opening bank account, then residence permit operation, and also meet and greet service at the airport. So you don't need to worry about how are you going to the placement or how you're going to your dorm or whatever, because the program has already a service that will transport you to the place that you're going to stay. Then we have the insurance transaction and the dormitory placement. As I've mentioned before, coming to study in Turkey is not only about studying. You all are going to attend for free a lot of different academics and different cultural guidance, starting with new students that we have orientation programs. Then we have the academics for sports and arts programs, then international students academies, internship programs, also a lot of cultural events. So after graduations, we don't forget about you. There are networks and associations called alumni. So alumni meetups are in more than 40 countries, and the alumni network has more than 150,000 members worldwide. And there are 33 alumni associations in 29 countries and 30 alumni associations in just Africa. The deadline of the program, the applications, is from 10th January to 20 February. So make sure you are starting to prepare from now, because there's only 2 weeks left. So make sure you bring the best applications, and the applications are also received in a single period, and are online and free, as I mentioned. And for all the more information that you want to receive, you can also get information from the Türkiye Bursları websites or even social media. So you can ask for anything you want, even in the email, and the answer will be in less than 1 week. So again, I want to thank everyone who made time for us today, and it really means a lot for us. And we will get going to the answering your questions. So you can definitely feel free to ask anything you want. Now I will get through your questions and see them. As I'm receiving your questions, I will make sure that I'm going to choose the right and be answering in a good way. So let's start with this first questions. If I choose a doctoral program, can I choose to stay in apartment instead of dorm because I have to stay with my family? You can stay in an apartment instead of a dorm if you're applying for a doctoral program. I have no identity card and passport. Can I apply through birth form? There are some required documents that the program has, so you have to fit the required documents. So without an identity card or passport, unfortunately, your application will not go through evaluation. How many students are selected in Somali? There is no such a criteria or a quota for the students that will be granted with the scholarship. If the students are good enough and if they are a good fit for the scholarship, no matter how many students they will be granted. So don't worry about the number of the students that will be granted. So it is obligated to come back to my country after I graduate, or may I stay in Turkey and start working? One of the main reasons why this program is working is to offer international students a scholarship, and then when they go back to their home country, they can also bring the benefits to their home country. So it's always an advantage for you if you go back to your country and start living and working there. I am graduating in May 2023 and I want to apply for the program in January. Will I be considered? If you're applying for undergraduate programs, of course you can apply even if you don't have your diploma yet. So you can make sure that you are uploading your transcripts for all years, don't forget. And of course, if you make to the interview stage, you can bring your diplomas with yourself. What is the best tips for winning this scholarship? So this scholarship, as I mentioned before, is such a competitive one, and we have a lot of applicants that are applying every year. But I would say that you have to, the main focus will be in your academic background, or even in the letter of intent, which is a important part. You have to explain in the best way why you want to study abroad, or why you want to study in Turkey, and also why did you choose the field that you have chosen to start studying in Turkey. Also, there are a lot of other criteria or other advantages for winning this scholarship, such as your academic backgrounds, your career while you were in your home country. So make sure you are writing the best applicants. What kind of topics come in the exams? So as we know, if for only undergraduate students, there is an exam taken if the amount of the applicants applying is large. So in these exams, there are only basic high school questions asked. I am studying now in the second year. Can I apply in 2023 session? You can apply, like you're welcome to apply, but it's more effective, like if you if you finish your education in your home country, then you can apply for the Turkish scholarship. But also you need to know that while you are making the application, you need to mention why you really are a good fit or why you are outstanding among all the new students that are applying. As I'm going through your questions, which thank you, there are a lot of questions being asked, I would want to explain a little bit my own experience with this scholarship. So wanting to study abroad was always one of my dreams when it came to the education. So when I was about to finish high school, I started searching about countries that offer scholarship. So I found this scholarship, and to be honest, I was impressed with all the advantages that a student could get if they would be granted with this scholarship. So I started to prepare my documents, to prepare my application, and as you see, I got a positive return. So there is there is a tip that I would like to give to you guys, like start from now to make your documents ready and to prepare about the application. And also another tip that I would want to give to you guys is to search about basic informations of Turkey in general, or the university that you will be studying, or even the fields in Turkey. How many students that can get this scholarship? Is there a limit how many students that can accept? As I've mentioned, there is no limit that students in a country that they can get the scholarship, but in general there are 5,000 scholarship given every academic year, but the criteria or the quota for a country, depending on the other country, there is no such a quota. The applicants can apply, can be granted with the scholarship even if there's a large amount of people applying. I don't have any English proficiency scores yet. I want to study in English. Will they change my department to Turkish university or just accept me? If the requirements of the university is in English program, you will have to have a language exam scores. But if you don't have, then you can choose departments where they are in Turkish language and take the 1-year Turkish course. Well, the stipend also covers research for PhD students. So the students that are applying for PhD or even research programs, they have also the monthly stipend that they will give the certain amount of money. If I live in Turkey, can I apply? There are the short-term applications for the students that are applying from Turkey, that are currently living in Turkey. So you can apply for the Success Scholarship Program. Can I submit 2 transcripts if I have? So you have to submit all the transcripts of the previous years of that you have went for the education. Can I submit 2 national exam transcripts if I have? So when you're choosing the university or the program, there are a alert box that is shown to you, and there you will see the university's requirements. If the university requires one exam, for example, TOEFL exam scores, then you need to upload that requirement that university has already told you. Does undergraduate students have interview? Yes, all the students that are applying have to, if they make to the interview stage, they are going to have an interview. How about student merit? Is there support money for rent, flat, or extra money monthly? So this program only is going to be available for the students. So there is a monthly stipend given to the student, and only for one person. I am a communication graduate. Is it possible to apply for a master's degree in sociology? So while you're choosing the university and the programs, make sure that you are choosing the fields that connect with each other. And for a master's degree also is important that you choose the fields that you have on your previous years. And while you're making the university and the field selection, you will need to try to remember that you need to show a good figure to the examinators that are reviewing your application. So when you choose the fields that don't connect with each other, or they are completely different fields, you're going to bring like, I don't know what my aims are or figure. So make sure that you focus on a field. You can choose different departments of that field, but not like completely go out of the field that you have chosen primary. Would you please give us the website address where we can learn more about the requirements for the scholarship application? There is the website, Türkiye scholarship.gov.tr, where you can go and ask anything you want and also be informed for all the information that you want to have. There are students that are asking about the other languages. So there are new Q&A sessions that are going to be held in different languages too. So make sure you get informed for the future Q&A session that we're going to do, so you can go there and ask your questions in the other Q&A sessions too. which degree programs are available for bachelors. So you have a wide options of the degrees that you want to choose to study for bachelors or even in PhD or masters. So you have to, while you're making the applications, there are all the universities available, and you can go and check through them and see which fields, in which field you feel more comfortable with or which field you like, and you can check there every field that you want, and there are a lot of different fields that you can apply. It is possible to apply now without TOEFL. Can I upload the TOEFL results after the 20th of February? So if you don't have your results of the TOEFL now, you can apply. You're welcome to apply, but you have to make sure that you are bringing you're bringing the exam scores in the interview. So you need to specify this during the applications, so you can have a chance to go to the interview stage, and there you will definitely have to take the exam scores with you. When do registration starts? So the registration will start in 10th January, and the last date that you can apply is the 20th of February. So this is the deadline for every year of the program. Do you need to have high school graduation certificate for undergraduate program? Yes, there is a requirement for from the program that you need to upload your certificate, but if you still haven't graduated yet from high school, you can upload your transcripts for the years that you have gone to high school, and then in the interview you can bring your certificates with you. There are a lot of questions also about the exam results, the English exam results. So as I've mentioned, if you still don't have your exam results by the time that the applications are, you can definitely apply, but as I said, you have to make sure that in the interview you have them, you have the exam results. I'm turning 30 in June 2023. Am I still eligible for master's program? As I was doing the presentation, I mentioned about the age limits. So for master's, the age limit is 30. So you can, if you can apply if you haven't. If you are not more than 20, if you are not more than 30, sorry. The application will start in 10th of January for those of you asking. As you're asking the questions, I would like to take some time to say that for you who want to be more informed, you can definitely go and check the websites of Turkiye Scholarship, and there you can also ask question that you want to be informed of. You can send emails, and be sure that the emails will come back to you in less than 1 week. What if the diploma takes more time to be given to us? So can I use a transcript instead? Yes, you have to know that if you still haven't graduated from high school, you can just upload your transcripts for the years that you have been, and then when you have the diploma, you are going to bring it with you in the interview. Can you tell about your time in Tamer? Yes, of course. I would like to take some time and explain to you all how the time of my month of the Tamer was. So as I said before, it was one of the greatest times, and I had time to absorb the idea of me living abroad, also being away from your family, so you can definitely have time to have fun, to create your social life here in Turkey. So as I said, like, don't be afraid to take this step or to take the 1 year Turkish language education, because it's the best time that you can have. Which city do you think is the best for international students? I could say that all the cities here in Turkey offer a high level of study, a high level of education, so don't need to worry about which city is good and which city is not, because all the cities are the same. So while you're selecting the universities and the programs, just try to select also the cities that are not like the main cities of Turkey, because all the cities offers and brings the best of you. There were a question about the passport expire. So while you are making the application, make sure that your passport deadline is not expired, or take the new one as the applications are going to start. What language will be used at Turkey universities, Turkish or English? So the universities has their own programs. So while you're selecting the universities and the programs, you have the alert box that is going to appear to the window that you are already in, and there you are going to see all the requirements of the university. So if the university is going to offer the Turkish program, then you're going to take the Turkish program. But if it's in English, then you are going to take in English. So make sure you are checking this information while you are doing the selection of the universities of the programs. Is if there is not a program that, or the field that you want to study in the website, then make sure you are selecting the field that is more connected with the actual field that you want to study. how many recommendation letters I need to submit. So the minimum of letter of recommendation that you can upload in the system is 2, but you can also upload more, but you have the 2 is mandatory. Can I apply for PhD economics? So there are a lot of different degrees that are given from the program, so you need to check the fields that are given, but there are a lot of, there's a wide options that you can make, so go and check, but definitely you can. There are a lot of options for you. From whom I should take the recommendation letter? So you can take the letter of recommendation from the people that you see more eligible to write for you, or the people that you believe, or whoever is more a good fit for you. Can I apply in the scholarship without SAT? As I said, you need to see the requirements that the universities has. So if the universities ask for the exams course, then you should have. But if they don't, then you don't have to bring it, or you don't have to upload it. Can you choose the university yourself? Yes, while you are making the application, there is the stage where you can select the university and the program. So there you have 12 choices to make, and there you can definitely choose the universities of the fields that you want to study. The 1 year you take to learn Turkish language, does the scholarship cover that 1 year? Yes, this scholarship program covers the 1 year of learning the Turkish language too. Please tell me, am I eligible for scholarship that is required, but my marks are not very high? So you can, every student can apply for this scholarship, but it really depends on your career or your background, educational background. So you can have a chance of winning this scholarship if, of course, if you have a good educational background. How do we write the application? So there is a website that I mentioned for Türkiye Scholarships. So you should go there, visit the website, and there you can take the basic information about this scholarship, and then you need to create an account, and then there you will have to upload all your documents and all the things that are required in the applications. There are also questions for the high school, so yes, you can apply without having the diplomas. You just need to make sure that you are going to have the diplomas while the interview is going to be taken. So instead of your diplomas, you have to upload the transcripts for the years that you have been to high school. If I have ever applied for the scholarship previously, am I still eligible again? Yes, of course, you can again apply for this scholarship program. And if you didn't have a positive results in the previous application, make sure that this time you're upgrading your information, upgrading your letter of intent. You're going to take more information about the scholarships requirements, so make sure that you are making a better application this time. Can I apply with a national ID? I don't have an international passport yet. Yes, you can. Do the application with your ID, but make sure that you are going to have the passports after the deadline, after the application. Can I apply through the birth form, please? You will have to have a international ID card while you are applying. You can also be free to ask anything you are confused about this scholarship. How many candidates of undergraduate are selected from each country? There is no such a quota for any country. If the students are good enough, if the students are a good fit for this scholarship, they can be granted with this scholarship. There is no quota for a country. What is the deadline? So starting from the 10th January to 20 February, you can apply. This is the deadline. To 20 February, you can apply. This is the deadline. Is the scholarship fully funded? So the scholarship will have some things that are provided, like starting from the placement or the accommodation. Then you have the monthly stipend. Then the university is free. Also the run ticket, as I mentioned, the health insurance, and all the required things that the student would want or the student has advantage of. You have with the scholarship. How many words should letter of intent must contain? I think there were 3,000 words that you can write with the letter of intent, but also you can do it less than that if you feel that you did a good explanation of your background, education background, or yourself. Also, there is no format about the letter of intent, so you don't need to worry about that. Just feel free to write a letter of intent in any way you want. And also for bachelors, you can write the letter of intent in any language you feel more comfortable with. Then for masters, you can also write a letter of intent in any language you want, but also you're welcome to write it in English or Turkish. And for PhD students that are applying, the letter of intent should be in Turkish or English, because the examinators are waiting a good fit for the PhD students. What is a letter of intent? So while you are making the application, as I said, the application is going to be online. So the interviewers or the examinators, the reviewers that are going to review your application do not see you. So with a letter of intent, you are going to explain all of your educational background, all of your personal informations, why you want to choose the Turkey to study. There are also questions that are asked in the website where you need to make sure that you are answering those questions while you are writing the letter of intent. So in the letter of intent, you are going to bring your best self, and you're going to write why you wanna, or why you are a good fit for this scholarship. Does social activities affect on scholarship? These social activities are also an important part, because it shows the students their leadership achievements, their social background. So it is an important part too. There are still questions about the transcript. So yes, you can apply with your transcripts. You just make sure that you have your diploma after the applications, after the deadline for the interview. How many words at a letter of intent? So there are 3,000 words at the maximum, but you can also write a letter of intent in how many words that you want to explain yourself. If you thought that that was a good, if you had explained yourself in a good way with a certain amount of words, then you can definitely stop there. You don't need to do the full 3,000 words. Can I apply without my English proficiency exams, then submit them before the interview? So if the university is requiring from you the English international exams, then and you don't have it, then you can definitely have them for the interview. So I really want to thank everyone for making time to be with us today. We have come to the end. I was really impressed for all your questions, and I hope I did my best to answer all your questions. But also make sure that you are following the social medias too, and also go to the website for more informations. And you can feel free to also write the email to the Türkiye Scholarship, and they definitely will give you the right answer. So if you want more questions, you can definitely ask them in the social medias and the websites. I want to thank you all again, and till next time, see you all. Bye-bye.